Hey kids, it's time for a little RAD Lab Story Time at the Red Bank Public Library. I am Miss Sira, and today we're going to talk about getting creative. Don't you love to be creative? You can do it in so many ways, and it's actually important for everybody to use their imaginations and express their creativity no matter how old they are or what kind of person they are. It's really good to be creative and let yourself go sometimes. You know what? You can do it just for yourself. You don't have to share what you do with other people, but you can. And a lot of times it will make people happy. You can get creative by singing and dancing, by playing music. Do you know how to play an instrument? It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of practice. But once you get that flow, then you can take off and do your own thing. How about writing? A lot of people like to write in a journal. A lot of people like to write stories and make things up. What else could you do? Oh, you could draw or paint and make arts and crafts projects. That's what I like to do. You could act and get involved in the theater and be in shows. That's super fun. But there's so many ways to be creative, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So I have a good book for you, but of course I want to show you one of my toys and gadgets. And so this is a way to be creative. It's my etch-a-sketch. I don't know if you can even see what I made on here. Can you? Can you? Oh, maybe this won't translate well to the computer, but have you seen the movie Elf? You know that he made some crazy things on his etch-a-sketch, but it's so fun because you can twirl these knobs around and draw something on this screen. And then when you're done, or if you don't like what you did, you just shake it. It's a really old-fashioned toy. You shake it and it clears the screen and you get to start again. So maybe this wasn't the best thing to show you on the computer, but it is pretty fun to play with and a way to get creative on the old Etch-a-Sketch. I have something better that I'm going to show you. I told you I like to draw and doodle and be creative with arts and crafts. Another thing I like to do for an old person like me is to color. I really always loved coloring. And so this is one of the coloring books I have at home. My brother gave this to me. It's called The Jazz Coloring Book by Ramses. And when we were in lockdown last 1 year ago, I colored a lot of these pages. So these are all, the book is full of musicians. Jazz musicians are really creative because they just go off and do their own thing, but they all work together. So awesome. So this is Thelonious Sphere Monk. He's very famous. Maybe you'll hear of him one day, but I enjoyed coloring him. And here's one more. I think she came out cool with her purple hair. That is Diane Reeves. So I just wanted to share with you, coloring is another way to be creative because you know what? When you're creative, you do things your own way. You use your own imagination. So if we all had the same coloring sheet, even just a coloring sheet, we didn't draw the picture, but if we all colored it, they'd all come out different because we'd all have different ideas of what to do with that picture. So let me read this story to you. It's called My Pen. And it's by Christopher Myers. It says, all you need is your imagination. So all of the illustrations in this book are just made out of pen and ink. And they are excellent. My pen. Look. Can you believe he drew that? Here goes. There are rich people who own jewels and houses and pieces of the sky. There are famous people, musicians, athletes, politicians, whose words and actions spread across televisions and newspapers to every ear and eye across the world. Sometimes I feel small when I see those rich and famous people. But then I remember I have my pen. There he is, I think. Feeling a little small. But my pen makes giants out of old men who have seen better days. Then my pen puts these giants in the warm, sweet hands of the smallest girl. My pen tap dances on the sky and draws clouds with its feet. Now that's using your imagination. My pen rides dinosaurs and hides an elephant in a teacup. Look at how detailed these illustrations are, though, those drawings. Amazing, right? Let's see. Then my pen sails to Africa in a newspaper boat. My pen is smart as a snowflake and wears satellite sneakers with computer laces. My pen has X-ray vision. Hey, we just looked at X-rays last week, but look at this one. It's a butterfly in there. So cool. My pen has X-ray vision. It is not 3D, but it wishes that it was. He looks cool. My pen worries about all the wars in the world. See him hiding under the table? But then it tells everyone that I love them. My pen is simple as a raindrop. It draws me a new face every morning. Look at that picture. A picture of him looking in the mirror and drawing himself. My pen tells stories in the margins of a page. But it doesn't always get it right. Look, has that ever happened to you where a pen broke and ink gets all over the place? That is the worst if you get it on your hands or your clothes and he doesn't look happy. Sometimes I can't find my pen. I think it hides from me. Do you see it hiding in the trees? But I know my pen can do anything, anywhere. There are 1,000,000 pens in the world, and each one has 1,000,000 worlds inside of it. So if you have a pen, see what you can do. Let those worlds inside your pen out. I love it. And there's the last page. And it says, this is for the people who make things and to the people who share them. Nice. So you could try to make some doodles or something cool just with a pen. You can also write with a pen. Maybe you write a story. This author, Christopher Myers, wrote the words and made the illustrations of this book. And I think they're really amazing. You can check it out from the library if you want to see more up close how awesome those pictures are. Hey, we're going to make a cool project that you do need a pen for. You need like a Sharpie and maybe some colorful pens. We're going to make some Zentangles. It's hard for me to show you this too, but this is a way that you can be creative and make your own designs and make a cool picture that you can hang in your house or set up somewhere where other people can enjoy it. So let's get ready to do that. So I wanted to show you another example of a Zentangle. This is one that I made almost a year ago at the beginning of our lockdown. Zentangles are really fun to do because the word Zen means to kind of get into a zone. You just kind of space out and let go of all your other thoughts and worries and just focus on your doodling. And so we're just filling spaces with doodles. I think you're going to like it. That one I just made with a paper and pencil, but today we're going to work with some cooler things to make colorful, shinier Zentangles. So we need foil. We need a piece of cardboard. Any size will do. You're going to need some string. It doesn't matter what color. And some markers. Colorful ones. If they're permanent markers, that's better so you don't have to worry about smudging. Let me show you how to get started. You're going to take your cardboard and some scissors. And then we just need to cut a few little notches in the side of our cardboard. You could do maybe 6, 7, 8, however many you want, because look what we're going to do. We're going to take our string and just slide it into one of those notches. Honestly, it's going to stay there all by itself. And then we're just going to wrap it around, kind of make a spider web with it. Just over, under, around, and down, making a design that you like. If you decide that you want another notch somewhere, just cut it. Go for it and keep moving. I'm trying to decide, do I want another notch over here? I think I'll just finish it off right here. Put my string in the back. Again, it's going to stay by itself. You can tape it if you want, but we're really concerned with the front. Now it's time to wrap this with foil. So I'm going to rip a piece of foil that's big enough to cover this piece of cardboard. And then we're going to wrap it like a present. Do you know how to wrap a present with wrapping paper? Maybe that would be another fun program for us. I love wrapping presents. So here I go, just wrapping the sides and trying to make the corners neat. But again, we're really just going to be concerned with what the front looks like. So it doesn't matter if it's messy and crumply back here. Do the best you can and wrap up your cardboard. And when we're all done, we're going to flip it over and get started. Here we go. Take your fingers and run them along the yarn that's under there. And you'll see when you do that, that each little section for our project is going to pop out. This is pretty fun. You have to be gentle so you don't rip the foil, but it is tickly on your fingers. There. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little sections to work on. And I want to put something different in each one. So let me get my markers and get started. I think I want to use pink. And I'm going to start in the middle. Oh, this marker doesn't even work. Be sure to test your markers. This one is better. I'm just going to put polka dots in the middle of this. And I'm going to use a bunch of different colors. You can think about the kinds of designs you would put in your Zentangle. Look at that. I kind of poked a hole in my foil on accident. That's okay. You don't need to press too hard, but that might happen. Okay, I'm going to finish up with some purple. Then I think I'm going to be done with this section. Let's start one more section just to show you something different. I'm going to use this dark blue, and I'm going to outline this section along my yarn bumps. Then I'm going to put some squiggly lines through here, just being creative, and some more squiggly lines to make a weird pattern. I think when I color in each patch, it's going to look kind of cool. If I use different colors, it might look like a quilt. So I'm going to fill in this whole thing with a bunch of different colors. Here's a little patch of green. I like to fill in every space possible in my sections. I might even go back and outline the colors in my center section, except working on foil is cool because the shiny silver in the empty sections looks nice too. Yeah, I think I have made rainbow colors here. I've got red, orange, yellow, a little green, blue, and purple. So let me keep going and I'll show you what this looks like after I fill it all up. So what do you think? This is how it turned out. I like it. It's really colorful. I got to put a lot of designs in it. Here's my swirlies I always love. And I think it came out well. I hope that you give it a try. Hey, I wanted to show you some books that the library has to teach you how to draw and make cool things. So here's one about tangle art and drawing. Look at these entangles. Pretty cool. There's other books like this one on how to draw manga, and here's Disney character instructions. And how about this? Comic book heroes. Did you know the library has books like this to teach you how to do things? We do. I hope you try them, and I hope you try this too. So that was a fun RAD Lab story time. I'm going to give you guys a challenge. Will you try to do something creative today? It could be a dance. Maybe you learn a TikTok dance. Or maybe you'll learn the words to a song and sing a song and video yourself and put on a little show. That'd be fun. Or you'll work on your Zentangle and make something really cool. Draw a picture, do something, write in your journal, do something creative today and see how that makes you feel. I think you're gonna have a good time. Hey, I hope you had a good time today at RAD Lab Story Time, and I will see you next time. Bye, my friends.